today's video is about the Movies app. What is that? It's this thing. This has been kind of going around as like a demo app. A bunch of different frameworks have implemented this. I think Ryan Caniato may have done an example with Solid Start and Astro. He talked about it in his live stream. Anyway, so this is one that's implemented in Angular, and I will zoom in. And I already installed StateAdapt in NPM, so it's here in package.json. I did a couple of updates to StateAdapt, so I'm on version 57 now. But anyway, so what I want to do today is very simple. I think it's just the side nav state, which is super easy. So a couple of things about it. Let me do a navigation. So do this and then go back. It closes the side nav, so that's one behavior that I saw. Other than that, I think it's just open close. Not really sure what else there is, but I'll look at the code and see what there is to convert. So this is just the app shell component. So let's see what we have. Let's find what they're importing from. There's a lot in this file. RxAngular state. So we got effects, action factory, and RxState itself. So yeah. So this is RxState. This is the shape of state they're managing, so extremely simple. So this will be a fun short one, hopefully. And then you got effects here. And what was the last one? Actions. Right. Okay. Let's see how it's being read. This is a separate, I can zoom in even more. This is a separate file, the template. So where are we? Here we are. Here it is. What did they call it? I think it was UI that they, so that's the actions. And they just call it state here. So let's see. State dot, no, they have a selector, right? Yes. No, that's not it. Is there a selector somewhere? Like oh yeah, view state. That's what they call it. Okay, so we got view state, and that will just be this top thing. So we got VS. It doesn't stand for Visual Studio. Okay, so that's extremely simple. Yeah, it's just an RxLet view state. Okay, so that's the output. It's just this view state observable. All right. And I'm not going to worry about anything that isn't managed by RxAngular. Just going to do this. So yeah, I think this is pretty much, let's just go through everything and see what all the things are. So we got RxAngular, they're creating the actions to fire. Whoa, what was that? Hey, look, it's Michael Hladky. I love that guy. He's super smart. I'm glad he created RxAngular. It's so great. It feels like I'm not coding alone. I've got a YouTube video with, I don't know. Last time I did these videos, there were like 10 to 20 people who eventually watched them. So I've got you guys and 99.4% male. And then let's see. Then I've got the get history here. Okay, I got to just get going. Okay, sorry, I'm in a weird mood apparently. Okay, so here's this. This is router state. I don't think this has anything to do with RxAngular. Where's that imported? I'm going to pretend that it has nothing to do with RxAngular right now. It's not part of this, really. Where is this used, though? Nowhere here. Whatever. All right, so just the actions, and then, oh, interesting. So we've got a component as an observable, because this was a promise, and it came from UI. So this is the interesting part that will change. Some Rx state there. Rx state here, init. This will be, I don't have to touch this, I don't think. This is what will change because this is all Rx state stuff. So we've got initial state here. We're connecting to an action. That's for toggling. And then we're registering an effect. I did look at this and this bugged me. Because I look for weird things. And as soon as I see the word effect, I'm like, uh-oh. This is a UI concern. This is like closing side nav should not be an imperative thing. It should be declarative. But then I looked and look at this. It already has a declarative API. So why are we doing this? This calls this, which calls an action, which eventually gets here. So a lot of imperative stuff for basically no reason. So that will be fun to change. And that's just the selector. That's track by genre. That's a NG4 thing. Should be a template concern. I wish so much that, well, it's tracking by a non-standard prop. I don't know. I wish it was possible to just define this in the template. This is so annoying to have in TypeScript. But we've dealt with that for years, so don't need to complain about it now, I guess. Okay, search movie, and we're just navigating. Okay, to the search page, right? So this is very simple. So how do I want to do this? Well, there's only one interesting piece of state. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to, hang on. I'm just going to start with what I want to. So I'm going to call this, I'm just going to call it this. And good. So far, so good. And we're going to call this app shell starter open. And what does it start as? Got initial state way down here. False. Okay. False, and it reacts to an observable. And what's the observable? I don't remember. We've got this distinct until changed. So basically the URL after redirects so this is a string, and every time it changes we want to open the side nav. Interesting. So we're converting from a change event to we're converting from a change to an event. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to copy right now, but this is an observable. I'm going to call this what's going to call this URL. Don't need to do that. Or do I? It doesn't hurt. And then to source, and we're going to call this app shell. Now we're just going to call this URL change. After change, is that what they called it? I think it was referred to in here. After redirects, I'm just going to call it change. Okay, so that is pretty easy. Should I map to? I don't think it matters. But anyway, so here is what I finally implemented in StateAdapt. It's so easy to implement. I don't know why I didn't implement it a long time ago. Let me go to it though. Boolean adapter. So easy to make. The hard part was making a secondary import thing. I'd never done that before. So for NPM, I've got now three basic adapters here. I kind of went crazy with number. I don't really know. I didn't think this through too well. I just sort of coded it out. String, just did concat, probably 2 lowercase or 2 other cases might be interesting, but it doesn't matter. Should probably, yeah, who knows? Well, who knows? So I'll be editing adapters as I code in these projects from now on, but basically, this is something that we can use now in StateAdapt. So where, okay, here. Core adapters. And this will just be, I don't know why auto import didn't work, but it's there. All right, and now we have a source that can change that. And it's going to complain because it's a string and it's supposed to be undefined or null or something. Boolean. Oh, this is set. We don't want to set it to this. We want, when this happens, we want it to set true. And this, there's no payload for this. It just sets it. No, set true? No, set, what was it? What was the thing that was close? Okay, so set false, actually. So because this doesn't expect a payload, you can have a source that has any payload in it. All right. Now, what did we just do? What's the work we just did? I think we did all this, except this, we didn't open toggle. Why is that toggle? Does this actually toggle it? But you pass in false. Okay. All right, so I'm going to check the UI for toggle. Okay, so we got that. All right, so instead of this, now I think we're connecting things together now. Okay, so this will be, what did I call it? Side nav open. Okay, I'm just going to replace it. So I got side, where is the autocomplete? Are my extensions messed up or something? That should just work. So side drawer open, side nav, okay. Yeah, side drawer open, set false. All right, we could also just do this. We could do that, but I went through the work of creating this over here, so I want to use that. Maybe it's not worth it. Anyway, the toggle one was worth it, at least. Okay, I have to replace a bunch of these. So we got this. What was it before? So just need to set that there. That was annoying. Set. Okay. Where else is that? Well, there was here, and so I just did that pointlessly. So set false. There. Now it's back. Okay, so the action is wired up now. Okay, so let's see if I have to wire it up even more to more places. Is this used anywhere? Nope. Kind of bizarre. Anyway. I don't think I have to do anything else. This is really a simple feature. So I'm going to start deleting RxAngular code. I'm just going to see what happens. Okay, so we got load account menu. Where did that come from? Oh, it's an action. Where are these commands coming from? But what does that do? Oh, it's just an action, so I have to figure out where the action is. So this is actually kind of pointless. I mean, why is it part of state? It doesn't need to be. So I'm going to find out where that is. It's not there. Where is that? Where's this used? Oh, wait. Maybe. Aha, here we go. Mouse enter, do a thing. We can just change this to, I mean, it's not even using the value, so we just change it to a subject. And we'll even call it the same thing. Void. So this dot load account menu, there we go. Now over here, we'll just call that. Oops, dot next. Okay. So that's good. Oh no. Save that formatting. Don't want to mess with that stuff. Okay, what is next? Yeah, I will keep just deleting stuff. I already did the effect. Actions aren't even used anymore, so that's nice. False is initial state. This effect is done. That's connected, so that can be deleted. And so can that. And so can this. Now what's missing? The view state. Where's view state? Right here. So I can just do view. No, what does it call? I called it side nav drawer open dot state. All right. I actually don't like this anymore because it's only one simple thing. So I'm just gonna call it. Well, it will just be well, it's referring to the property, so I can't really have it be the exact same because it will think it's this. So I could call this store. I could change that to store. Side drawer store. I don't know. Because it's so easy to incrementally make state a more interesting structure, I have no problem keeping this very simple at first. So I will just call it open. Okay. And I'm going to do state. All right. So now this will just be open. I guess I could call it opened, but yeah, that'd probably be a little better, wouldn't it? Opened, just so it's, I mean, they kind of act the same. So I'm gonna save without formatting. Or what is the formatting that changes? What is it? And is it because of something I did? I mean, nope. I don't want to take credit for that. So it will not be. Actually, I'm not even going to even care about the template. So, but whatever. It'll be noise in the diffs. So I will not do anything there. Okay. Let's see what else. Okay, we can get rid of these. I've got a subject. Just imported that. I mean, it's compiling, right? Should be. So that's good. All right. Opens. And we've got Okay. So we've got this. Yeah, this is the state. If we look at state, look, there it is. Redux Dev Tools. How cool is that? URL changed, and that made open false. Then we'll have this, and we have set false. All right. And, you know, the downside of the minimal approach is you don't get the extra annotation. So, oh well. But anyway, so we've got, yeah, just this. So init, this whole thing, that's the init. That set it to false. There's no diff though, right? Here, it'll be set to true. It'll be set to false. And we do this, URL change, states are equal. But if I open it, now it's true. I can hit back from here. Go. And URL change, set it to false. So it works. That's it. Wow, that was very fast. So good job, everyone involved. And that includes everyone. All right. Yeah, I'm definitely in a weird mood. Okay, well, that's it. Boolean adapter probably wasn't even necessary. We could have just used set the entire time. But toggle, that's available in case we want it. So there's some weird sounds going on out here. All right, that is it. So let's look at, I mean, there isn't really anything to review. We just had initial state and then an observable from the URL changing that can change it. Other than that, you directly command it to open. So it's like a synthetic source in here. It's as minimal, it's as minimal and as reactive as you can get. So, okay, don't think there's anything else to delete. So let's compare. Let's do a get stat here. Get diff dash stat. Okay, that we need to commit some stuff first. I'll just take care of that real quick. The setup stuff. Hang on. All right, here we go. So get diff stat. 23 insertions, 38 deletions. What is the math on that? Terminal can do math, right? Apparently not. Okay, hang on. I'm going to Google that. Okay, so it turns out that is 39% less code. So that is fun. Now let's look at it in general. So we added a subject instead of using a command, the command right there. And we have this as a source of change instead of an effect that eventually gets around to commanding something. And so we just define this as a subject, and that just chains off of that, which is easy. Account menu component. Like I don't even think I need to make sure this works because this was so simple. Yeah, I'm not even going to test it. And then we can get rid of all the init stuff because this is just initial state. This turned into that one thing. Connecting turned into this right here. And down here, registering effects turned into the thing we already looked at. View state isn't necessary. Close side nav isn't necessary. All right, so that's it. That was pretty easy. I like that. So conclusion, didn't really use a Boolean adapter, but yeah, I just the main difference was just wiring things up a little more reactively, so that was nice. But anyway, that's it for this video apparently. So yeah, thanks for watching. See ya.